Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. And so just just here to talk and let you guys know what's up. So my girls have gone back to school and they've been back for about a week. My husband will be going back to his classes on Monday. Now that everybody at my job is pretty much done with their week summer vacation. Like every other week there was a vacation, so I did not have my 2 days in a row off. There was always split, and so I will be getting my Fridays and Saturdays off again. It was supposed to be this week, but they needed help for for tonight, so because 2 people were off, they'll be coming back later, and obviously I'll be helping them. And then after that, it's like I'm back to my Fridays and Saturdays off. Not this week, but the following week, I am back to having more days. So, more mornings shift with 1 night a week kind of deal. But I'm having my Fridays and Saturdays off. I have been, started, I think the other day, I was like just getting a little bit burnt out. And, just doing that, no 2 days in a row off for like 3 months, it does make a difference. I don't care how old you are. I think we need 2 days in a row off, not 1 day off and then work 2 days and then have a day off and work another 3 days. Just, I don't know. There's something about those 2 days in a row off does help. So there's something in my throat. I don't know what it is. I'm not coming down with anything. Excuse me. Anyway, so about 3 weeks ago, I've been having, well, not even before that, I've been kind of, kind of reflecting a little bit on my practice. I've been doing other stuff. I've always done Celtic magic for the longest time, and then I kind of stopped for a little bit and just looked at other stuff, like folk magic and all that stuff. I know there's a book from Crosscrow Books that has to do with putting spirits in objects or what have you, kind of like a folk practitioner kind of deal. That's something I'm planning on getting. I also have Jasmine and Bruce's her book, as well as Marshall's book as well. And then I'll be getting this this other one by a different author, and I think that's going to be it for the folk practitioner. I do have 2 of Emma Gary's, I think it is, or Emma Gray. I can't remember if it's Emma Gary or Emma Gray. Anyway, I just got her Black Toad came in yesterday. Well, I think that's going to be it on the folk practitioner aspect. But I think I'm going to be going back to, I've been having this inkling of going back to my Celtic roots, but adding some American stuff to it, folk practitioner to it, because I do live in the U.S. And there's these 2 deities I used to work with years ago, and I kind of stopped and just kind of did my own thing. Because when you're moving to state, there's a point where certain states, your practice kind of change a little bit. But I had these 2 deities that I haven't worked with. One particular goddess has been kind of poking at me. And I got these, and I pulled out this one card from a different oracle deck and another card from a different oracle deck. And I just went, because I pulled this out first, roughly about almost a month ago. That's Rhiannon. And then I had her sat on my altar when I redid my altar. I put her on there. And after about a couple of weeks, I pulled out another deck. This one's the Mist of Avalon. And then this one is from a it's a goddess. It's a goddess deck, but it actually has some male deities as well. It's Celtic. So after about a week or so pulling this, I pulled something out of this card, and when I pulled it out, I started chuckling, and it's Paul, which is Rhiannon's husband. And these are the two that I used to work with. I also work with Bridget, and as well as I've been having I haven't fully worked with him, but I've been drawn to him for a while, and that's Bridget's dad, Dagda. I know I'm butchering that name. I do have the Pagan Portals book on about him, which I was so stoked on. Because you don't hear about Bridget's dad. So if you can tell with, husband and wife, daughter, father, and Irish, I am going to be looking into the Scottish aspect, because I also have Scottish as well. So that was on hold for a while, but I'm going to be looking into the couple of the Scottish pantheons and see if I seem to be keeping a family thing. Like, for instance, I love the story of Aaronwad, which just so happens that in the branch, Aaronwad and Bridget and Dagda are connected. So even though she's a Welsh, she's still connected to Bridget and Dagda, I think, through marriage, which I find interesting. I believe, I have to double check. I believe we have it. It's been a while. Which I find interesting. So, yeah. So, I'll be going back to my Celtic very, very soon. But I also have a deity that has nothing to do with Celtic that, according to my guide, it's been waiting. I guess I feel like it's been waiting, waiting for me, which is understandable what I'm going to be going after for my change of job, hopefully. So, which I don't want to say too much, but yeah. So, one thing I will be sharing with you is I'm going to be doing I have not done a year ahead spread for 2024. It didn't feel like it. But I did come across two YouTubers that did something different. April from Tarot and Witchery. She did it right around December. And then with Lisa Pepez, she said that she got the idea from April, but she did her own twist, which is a year ahead spread. And I'm going to do something similar. Yesterday I was trying to find envelopes, because I have a couple Oracle decks that are big, like some of Blue Angel's big decks. I have a couple of those, and I wanted it. I took one of the cards from them in my purse yesterday. I went and tried finding. So I found these envelopes. If you notice, they're stark white. They're very, very white, as you can see. So I boiled some water, added some coffee grinds, and just kind of, I didn't keep them in all the way, but just to dull the brightness. I mean, let me get the plastic out. I mean, yeah, you can tell the difference. So, I might do, what I probably will do, I might do a video of, I'll probably do a video of it and explaining more what I'm going to do. Obviously I did 12 envelopes, 12 months out of the year. And I'll be doing a video on it of how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it slightly different of how Lisa does it. But I will put down Tarot and Witcheries. That was her original. And then I will put down Lisa's, that was underneath April's. I would watch April's first before watching Lisa's. So I think they're both great. I'm taking a little bit what Lisa does, but I'm making my own twist to it. And I will share that on the next video. Not the next video, probably the video after that. I have 1 or 2 videos I want to do before I do this one. So, and I will show you how I'm going to do it. So, other than that, how's everybody's Mercury Retrograde going? Now, I did a short on it a few months ago. I'm not a skeptic on the Mercury Retrograde. But the last 5 years, like, I saw a lot of, excuse me, I got an itch on my nose. I always have an itch on my nose every time I'm recording. I don't get it. But, there's always a lot of, the blame. It's the blame. Like, the full-on blame. It's not like everything's gone wrong because of Mercury Retrograde. No, because it's I think a lot of people don't understand what Mercury Retrograde is. Mercury Retrograde is the god of communication, travel. Yes, it does. It can mess up things with travel and communication of any kind. As well as certain things in the house go wrong. It can happen. But you need to take a step back and realize why it's happening. I do believe things happen for a reason. And I think people just need to step back and smell the flowers, even before Mercury Retrograde. If you haven't stopped to smell the roses, I believe that Mercury Retrograde tends to go, hey, guess what? I'm going to mess up your communication. I'm going to mess up because you need to step back and go back to nature. Maybe you need to, you haven't been having a good night's sleep for about last, 3 or 4 months. Here I am. Here you go. Boom. Now you're tired. Because you were just burning both ends on a candlestick. Now, I will say this. With Mercury, its element is air, which makes sense. Communication of any kind. Travel. Not just airplanes, but even cars. You're going to do a travel across country in a vehicle. Moving. You have to make sure you have to plan a little extra if you're going to do that during Mercury Retrograde. It's ideal to kind of, if you can, to not do it if you can. If you happen to make plans and you kind of forgot and you can't get out of it, you have to be a little extra due diligence. So, but with that being said, I will say this, with Mercury being air, we had a full moon in Aquarius, which is also an air sign. And usually I love full moons. Love them. I get energized. I get what have you. That full moon, I will say this, burnt me the hell out. Burnt me. Tired. I think that was a day I was working and I was just like, I am burnt out. burnt out. Part of that is because I was working and I wasn't having my 2 days in a row off, and I was also working morning shift and night shift for the whole summer. And a lot of it, and because a lot of there's me and 3 other supervisors. 2 of them went on vacation twice this summer. I have one that's starting hers today. She's only going to do like, I think she's only going to do like 4 or 5 days. And then she did a short one a couple weeks ago. I had the other 2 who did longer ones. We've had other employees who took a week off. Like I said, I have 2 people that are off this week. They'll be coming back later this past week. Later this week, they should be coming back. Both my bosses, different occasions, took a week off. Like everybody took a week off for the whole summer. I did not, which is fine. I'm not beating myself up. I think what started to catch up on me was bouncing between days and nights and not having my 2 days in a row off. That was before Mercury Retrograde and during Mercury Retrograde. I think with this Mercury Retrograde, I think the energy off of that and the energy of Aquarius kind of gave it an extra burnout for me, and I got real tired. I think if it wasn't for those 2, yeah, I would still be burnt out and tired, but not like a double whammy, if that makes sense. So, yeah. So am I blaming Mercury Retrograde? No, but I'm paying attention. And that's the difference. Like, okay, Mercury Retrograde is teaching me a lesson. So I'm thinking, now I did take off a vacation that's starting Halloween night because we're having a friend and a couple friends coming down to visit during that week. So, and I want to make sure I'm home while everybody else all the other 3 are at school. And I think my husband's keeping his job at the rock climbing gym for a bit. So, excuse me, I have an itch on my arm. Need to rub it. Yeah. So that's that. Yeah. So, usually with Mercury Retrograde, like I tend to get it like the week before, like little stuff like the week before, or like a couple days after it. Once in a blue moon, it happens during whatever, the whole Mercury Retrograde thing happens in the middle of it. Sometimes I'm actually unscathed. There was one year, there was a Mercury Retrograde. No, I think, yeah, we had one that was like, we had it one year, we had at the end of 2016, we had it for like the last week of November to like, up to like, I'm trying to think, like up to like Christmas, or we had one like starting at Christmas and the New Year. Like we had one at the end of 2016. We then had another one in February 2017. And then we had like 3 more, I think. So I think we had like 4 in 2017, including the one at the end of the year. That was 5. But I remember seeing everybody else getting affected except for me and my husband. Weird. It was so weird. That was like, I was just like, okay, well, my husband and I are totally unscathed with this stuff, but okay. Everybody else is feeling it. Yeah. So, anyway, I hope everyone's Mercury Retrograde is okay. Everybody is doing all right there. I will say it is I'm feeling it. It's a little weird. The energy is definitely weird. So, yeah. So, anyway. So I will end it with I will see you soon, and hopefully I will be able to do. I'm thinking after my burnout the other day, and then this coming week is my 2 days in a row off, and everybody's gonna be in school on Friday, so I will be able to record my 2 altars. I will be recording those to decorating them for autumn, for the harvest season. So look out for that. I wanted to do it yesterday, and I was just like, I was tired. I was just like, I wasn't feeling it. I wanted to so bad. I was looking forward to it so bad all week, and yesterday I just went, and it got too dark, especially for the my prosperity and abundance. It just gets dark. It's near the entryway, but once that sun starts to set, there goes my light. There's something up with the ceiling light. I'm gonna have my husband check it out, but even when I was trying to figure out the ceiling light, I still wasn't feeling doing it. So I decided, I went to bed at 8:30 last night. So I had a good night. I had a good night's sleep. Woke up at 7:30. I got woken up with my husband around a little after 10:30, I'm guessing, and told me the kitchen. He told me, he goes, thank you for. He's thanking me for picking up the kitchen. And gave me a kiss and says it looks good. And gave me another kiss, and he knew I needed to sleep, and he said he'll sleep me in the morning. So he's still sleeping. He probably stayed up till like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, but that's normal for him. He's gonna still keep doing that for his classes. He's definitely a big night owl. So I should say, well, I'm more of a night owl. He's more like a bat. Anyway, but all right, I'll shut the fuck up now. I will see you guys later. And I hope the rest of your Mercury Retrograde goes as smoothly as possible. I'll see you guys later. Do not get lost in the grove. Until then.